Welcome to Bullshit TV. I'm your host. Uh, Basically, this platform is basically touch bases on current events and other history that has been hidden that is important to me, and I feel like they should be talked about. I feel like they should be talked about in order to make a change. You know what I'm saying? So it's basically the update on Breonna Taylor. Breonna Taylor was killed almost 3 years ago. So they said the killing of her was justified. It was by the book, whatever, whatever. She was a suspect. It was a search warrant for her house or whatever. But during this no knock warrant that's being served at 1 in the morning, which I have a problem with because normal people, 9 to 5s or morning jobs or have to do stuff in the morning, they in bed, or getting ready for bed. So the raid happened between, I want to say, 11 and 2 o'clock in the morning 2 years ago, and is no justice has been served for this, which is completely wrong because what from the video we seen, it was bullshit from the jump. Like most people that has morals and knows right from wrong, and sometimes the law don't even coincide what happened, because I believe it's humanity and then laws, morals and then laws, because we all know right from wrong, and we know how to be productive people in society with the proper structure and sources. So when wrong is wrong, it's crazy we have to pass bills and all this crazy stuff to make a point, like you can't do these certain things. But Breonna Taylor, she was murdered during this so-called no knock warrant, and they said that they basically announced themselves, and a lot of witnesses say they never heard the police announce themselves, because during the gun firing into the home of Breonna Taylor, along with her new or current boyfriend at the time, they was just letting shots off into the house, and people was calling the police. It was like, because they didn't know it was the police doing that. So off rip, what makes it don't make sense. Why are you calling the police when the police is there, supposedly handling the situation? But anyway, so these people done got off for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Said it was justified, and Daniel Camry, the AG over there in Kentucky, said everything was by the book. And we knew the black community and people even that has a heart and even has eyes. You don't even have to see that well, and you can see the bullshit. You feel me? So they got off, and the only officer that was charged was Mr. Hankinson, and he wasn't even charged of discharging his firearm blindly into her house that may have killed her, is because some of his bullets penetrated through the neighboring wall, and through the neighboring wall was a woman with her children in bed, supposedly. So, but now, fast forward 2 years later, the update is that justice is being served for now. They being charged 5 officers. Not all of the officers that had a part in this event didn't get charged, which is baffling to me, but is at least a step forward. It's not as fast as we want, because Breonna Taylor's mother has to wait this long to get some type of justice for her daughter. This is why defund the police by the BLM or whoever has two good eyes and can see what's going on. Say defund the police, like, because y'all is out of hand, y'all lying, y'all committing crimes as police officers, and y'all getting away with it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is right now. And Breonna Taylor is not the only one that has lost her life between what should have been somebody should have been living by the end of those interactions. And there's so many names we can just go offhand, like the sister from Texas, uh Tatiana, or she's down in Texas. This happened, I believe, in July, when I guess it was a hot summer day. Her and her nephew was playing video games. She had the door open. The next door neighbor did a welfare check, because I guess it was odd for them to have their door open at 1 o'clock in the morning. And the cop just blindly shot into her house and killed her. And then try to say, oh, they did. Well, they wanted to make sure that was mentioned, that it was a gun on the premises, but the gun was licensed and all this shit. And because we already know Texas has their laws and all that. So the first officer is actually trying to get a plea deal, or she just coming out right saying, yes, I fudged some documents to get this fake warrant, because everything that they did, the whole process that they went through to get this warrant, was falsified from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? The boyfriend that she was dating is allegedly the drug dealer, and he's going through the whatever process throughout the judicial system. So, but at the same time, that should have said something about her. She had a new boyfriend. She was an EMT. She was on the up and up. From the way her past year or whatever long, everything was on the up and up for her. And it just ended tragically over nonsense. You know what I'm saying? So, the woman police officer, she's pleading guilty. She's cooperating. And the other 3 that is being charged with her, Britt Hankerson, he just went through the wanton endangerment, shooting through the wall, and he got off. But I don't believe that this would be here. We would have this opportunity if it wasn't for George Floyd. And I always got to go back. It's such a tragedy that he had to go through all of that for us to even start to make a movement, because Black people have been saying for years, like, the cops is dirty. You can't trust all of them. Blase split. And no one would listen until COVID-19 forced us all to be home on the internet, on the laptops, YouTube and TikTok, and it was exposed in front of your face. So what you see on that video possibly gave us a step forward to be able to get charges for the crimes of what happened. They lied off rip. Is a felony charge for falsifying a police report. You feel me? And they did this. And they getting away with it for so long. But like I said, we going forward with this thing because Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor, then George Floyd, they all died within months of each other. The same way. Police brutality. And Ahmaud Arbery down in Georgia, those MFers got charged, convicted. Now they've been sentenced to prison. And Mr. Chauvin, he's been sentenced, charged, convicted, and tried. And all of that is your turn. But everybody that has something behind this, and the AG Daniel Cameron, for you to be a Black man, that's like a shot to the gut, because you could have, you didn't do your job to the full extent to make sure you get justice for this woman. I don't know who pocket you in, who got what on you, but that was not right. And I don't even see how you can sleep to this day. But like I said, this is an update. So we moving forward. At first it was stagnant. Now we getting some progress. One of the officers is actually admitting that she falsified some shit. So if she did it, the people that's around her did it too. So we can talk about it. We're going to come to this stage respectfully, because like I said, this is a platform so we can all just come together and change the things that's going on, because when it's a lack of accountability, it's no responsibility, and that's real shit. So I'll holler at y'all.